we go. I'm just going to mute everybody as well, just so that we don't get any background interference. So if anybody has any questions at any point, just unmute yourself and yeah, ask away. And just so you know, I've got my notes on another screen, so if I keep looking over here, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so first of all, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming along tonight. This is my first proper online class, so it's been a wee bit nerve-wracking. So I'm really delighted that so many people have taken some time out to come along and support me. So I'm gonna, this class tonight is just a kind of gentle introduction to essential oils, how we can use them, and you don't have to worry about remembering everything that we talk about tonight. Once you get some oils in your home, I'm there, throughout your oily journey to support you. But, I'm always here for, if you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to contact me either. So we'll just have a chat about the oils, find out what they are, how we can use them, and talk a little bit about the company behind the oils as well. First of all, I just wanted to remind you about the offer that we have on at the moment with doTERRA. They have what's called the 50/50 offer on, where if you join up with a 100 PV order before the 15th of the month, you will get, next month you get 50 PV free, which equates to almost £40 to spend on whatever you like. So you get that in your account next month. And also, thanks to my lovely colleague Kate here, she's running an offer at the moment through her Diamond Club. So if anybody signs up within 2 days of this call tonight, you will get a free bottle of tangerine oil, which is the oil of gladness and creativity. So it's a really lovely oil to have, and it's really good to support our immune and digestive systems, which is quite important at the moment. I'm just going to start off with a little introduction to myself, and then I'll start the class. So I'm Kirsty, I'm 41, I have 2 beautiful children, I have a husband, a cat and a dog. My daughter Ashley, who's joined us on the call tonight, she's 22, and my son Ollie is 4. And yes, motherhood was definitely much easier when I was a bit younger, much less tiring, strangely. I am Reiki attuned. I'm a trainee life health therapist, or I will be after once we get some normality back into our lives. I'm also an essential oil educator and wellness advocate, and I've been using doTERRA essential oils for just over a year, about a year and a half almost, after doing some research to help me with my own health issues. So November 2013, I experienced some strange sensations in my legs and arms, and I ended up having to go to hospital and get some MRI scans done. They thought I had MS. Thankfully, I didn't have MS, but I was undiagnosed. Nobody knew what was going on. So fast forward 5 years, the symptoms returned, and I was diagnosed with functional neurological disorder in March 2018 after being off sick from work for 2 months. FND is a neurological condition which affects your brain, your nervous system. So the messages going to and from your brain and the rest of your body, they kind of get lost in translation and get mixed up along the way. So it affects everybody very differently. I had kind of sensory issues. I had lots of strange like kind of creepy crawly sensations throughout my body. I had like restless legs, extreme fatigue, neuropathy. I had a right-sided weakness and memory issues, which are ongoing, shall we say, which is why I have my notes here. By July 2018, I was walking with a walking stick. At that point, I'd heard of many people who had been affected extremely. Some people had gone blind due to it, and there was people that I knew that were paralysed. So I actually felt very fortunate. I felt like I was one of the lucky ones. I ended up being off sick from work for the rest of that year, and I was dismissed on incapacity grounds at the end of the year, which actually turned out to be one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So through my own research, I discovered doTERRA in July 2018. I wanted to help myself heal. I wanted to do my own kind of research into the disorder, what was wrong with me. And I wasn't really prepared to wait for the hospital or doctors to tell me what they could or couldn't do for me, because they hadn't really been of any help up until that point. And I really wanted to do as much as possible myself, and naturally as well. So I tried a few different therapies with great success, but doTERRA and essential oils were something that I really wanted to get on board with. So I started off in the November. I bought a family essentials kit and the lifelong vitality supplements, and I started taking them in the December. I noticed a massive improvement of my symptoms in the January, and it's been onwards and upwards ever since. And through my ill health, I actually discovered that I'm on a journey, which a couple of years ago are not really words that I would have used. So it was a bit of a strange thing for me, and to have to turn around and tell my husband that I felt like I was on a journey was it was interesting. I actually vividly remember the look on his face. It was a picture. He didn't actually laugh quite as much as what I thought he might have, though, so that wasn't too bad. I also discovered my life purpose, which is to help people heal, help them with their healing. It's something that I'm really passionate about. I just want to help people. You know, I hate seeing people suffer, and I just want to bring to people a knowledge that there are other ways, other things that we can do to help ourselves. So let's, sorry, I'll just have a wee drink. Get back to essential oils. So nowadays, many of us are attuned to the modern approach. We're dealing with aches and pains, or feeling run down, we reach to the medicine cabinet for some painkillers or some cold and flu remedies. It's only been over the last couple of years that my awareness has peaked, and I started asking questions and realised that this isn't always the best way or the only way to deal with our symptoms and illnesses. The remedies, over-the-counter remedies that we get, they're made from isolated synthetic agents, which is the compounds from plants that are synthetically recreated in a lab. And these all have many known and unknown side effects, and they're really just developed to manage the symptoms. We often end up taking more tablets to deal with the side effects and end up suffering in the long term from these medications. Unfortunately, our GPs just don't have the time to delve into too much detail, so we're often sent away with tablets to deal with the symptoms, but not the underlying issue. We're turning our back on what we've been given from nature and something that people have been using for thousands of years. And doTERRA want to help turn around and revolutionise the healthcare system. I would like to point out, though, that I'm not against medications, and I know that there are many times and places that they are necessary. I just like to try a natural alternative first before heading to the medicine cabinet. with doTERRA, we like to take the natural approach to address the body's needs and root causes. So, essential oils, what are they and why should we use them? Essential oils, as we know, have been used for thousands of years for a variety of different reasons, from flavouring foods to beauty and spiritual reasons and medicinal reasons. They're the immune system of a plant, which can actually be a bit stronger than ours due to the conditions that some plants live in. Out in the wild, they have to be pretty tough, hence the potency of these oils. They're volatile organic compounds or aromatic compounds, and they're taken from different parts of the plant, so come from the roots, the flowers, the bark, wood, leaves, needles, the peel, and they're extracted and distilled for their medicinal properties, and then they're used to enhance our physical and emotional health naturally. Essential oils are taken in by our body and travel to where they're needed, and whatever's not used is discarded by the body, which is why it's better to reapply oils often. Our bodies recognise essential oils, but they can struggle with something man-made. Therefore, they work with our bodies so we don't build up a resistance to essential oils, unlike man-made antibiotics, etc. Essential oils can be used in many different ways to promote our health naturally and relieve many day-to-day issues, from skin care, digestive health and immune support to pain management, hormone balancing, lifting our mood and energy levels, and toxin-free cleaning. And these are just a few examples of how we can support ourselves and our families with these wonderful natural solutions. We use them as a family. My 4-year-old absolutely loves them, and earlier this year he had chicken pox, and at one point we resorted to using calamine lotion, but he actually was asking to use oils again and much preferred them. So even if somebody so young knows, which is lovely. I love that, he's so young and he's so passionate about them already. These oils are extremely potent, so we only need a small amount of oil in one use, which makes them cost effective. And normally at this point, I would introduce the peppermint experience to let you experience the potency. If anybody has experienced the peppermint, please feel free to share if you like. But that would let you experience peppermint and see why we only need a small amount. Peppermint, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So these oils really do pack a punch. So I'm going to talk a little bit about doTERRA now and why doTERRA are different to other essential oil companies. doTERRA derives from the Latin for gift of the earth, and they're an American company founded in 2008 by a mix of healthcare and business professionals. They all had a strong desire to bring to the world essential oils of such a purity that nobody would ever need to question them. Because there's no governing body looking over essential oil companies, doTERRA took it upon themselves to create their own standard. So they came up with certified pure therapeutic grade, and this is a standard that they use to test their oils for their purity and potency. Each batch of oil goes through a variety of different tests in the lab, and they're sent off for third-party tests too to ensure that the oils are pure and free from contaminants, fillers, pesticides or any other kind of synthetics. Around 70 to 80% of essential oils on the market nowadays are synthetically produced. The APRC, which is the Aromatic Plant Research Centre, who do third-party testing for doTERRA, they recently did some tests on essential oils come from around 50 different companies and to check for the purity of the oils, and only 3 of these companies came back with pure essential oils, and one of these was doTERRA, which means that 47 companies had some form of adulteration in their oils. And many of these oil companies are advertising their oils as pure, which is why doTERRA are so passionate about ensuring their oils are nothing but the best. They're very transparent about what they do and how they do it, and if you ask them, they will tell you. There's also a fantastic website called Source2You, which I highly recommend. You can have a look on, and there's lots of lovely sourcing stories. There's also further information regarding the science and testing behind these essential oils. You can actually, on the bottoms of the bottles, you'll not be able to see it, but there's actually a wee batch number, and you can enter that batch number on the Source2You website, and it'll give you all the information about that essential oil. Which brings me on to sourcing. The plants from where the oils come from, they're grown and harvested in their own natural environment, which is where they grow best. And this is of the utmost importance, as there's so many factors that play an important role in each plant growing optimally. So the correct temperature, the climate, the soil, the type of soil, the time of day it's harvested, these all have a massive impact on the composition of an essential oil. doTERRA deal directly with the farmers and distillers to ensure there's no chance of any kind of contamination along the way. As well as supplying the highest grade oils, doTERRA run an initiative called Co-Impact Sourcing, where they source the plants for their oils in their natural habitats from over 40 different countries, many of which are developing countries. By sourcing the plants indigenously, there are huge benefits from a plant perspective and for the local community. The local villages and communities benefit from having jobs such as farmers, distillers and harvesters created with ongoing training and support. And doTERRA also ensure that people are paid and treated fairly, which means better livelihoods for many families to allow a better quality of life. This is something that's so important to doTERRA. It's a huge passion of theirs to ensure, that their oils are the best, but they're also doing the best for these up and coming communities throughout the world. Another initiative that doTERRA run, which is another reason I'm so passionate about them, is the Healing Hands Foundation, the charity with a global impact, which strives to empower communities globally and help them become self-reliant. So one example is OUR, which is the Operation for Underground Railroad. This project has gathered many experts together, and they work with different governments to bring an end to child sex trafficking, and that's just one example of many different projects that doTERRA are involved with. Wellness advocates like myself can actually fundraise for Healing Hands, and doTERRA will match every penny, which is just amazing. So on to how we use essential oils. Oils obviously can be used in many different ways. There's green cleaning, so you can make your own cleaning products, and that's an amazing way to use them and help greatly reduce the toxic load of yourself and your family, but that's something for another class. For ourselves, we can use them 3 different ways. We use them aromatically, so we can use them in a cold water diffuser. You can put a drop in the palm of your hands, rub your hands together and inhale. You can use them on diffuser jewellery. You can get jewellery with a little lava rock. I actually have a little lava rock diffuser here. It's not the best, but you can smell it a little. And you can actually just inhale straight from the bottle as well. It works just as well. Aromatic use is a really good way to support ourselves emotionally with essential oils. We can also use them topically, so we can apply them to our pulse points, temples, the back of our neck, down our spine, reflex points in our hands and feet, the soles of the feet, or directly to the area of concern. Some oils can be used neat, and some oils, such as hot oils like oregano, for example, and clove, they both need to be diluted, strongly diluted. I always advise though to dilute oils when using topically, unless you're experienced with them, just to prevent any kind of skin issues. Further dilutions would be used for children or the elderly or anybody with skin issues. And before I tell you the last way to use them, I need to share something about doTERRA. Because their oils are different to other companies, these methods that we talk about, they only apply to doTERRA essential oils. There's like I say, there's so many companies out there claiming to be selling pure essential oils, and they're just not. And in fact, an essential oil only actually needs to be something like 3% essential oil for it to be classed as pure, which is quite frightening. doTERRA are a science-based company. They are massive on research and ensuring their oils are 100% pure and completely safe for its internal use. So, in using oils internally, we can add them to food. Sometimes you're better using a little toothpick and adding it in gradually, because sometimes one drop, oregano for example, one drop can sometimes be just a bit too much. So you're better to use a wee toothpick and just build it up a little. They can be added to a teaspoon of honey or a glass of water straight under the tongue or in a little veggie cap, and you can just take them internally like that. These oils are a huge investment into your health and well-being, and having them in your life will absolutely change your life 100%. They have mine and my family's, and I'm just so grateful for them now. Can't imagine life without them. So I just wanted to run through, if anybody's interested in buying anything, the options that there are for buying. You can enrol as a wellness advocate if you've already fallen in love with the oils and can't wait to jump on board. You can pay retail prices, which are just retail prices, or you can open up a wholesale account. A wholesale account costs £24 for a year's membership, and it costs £18 after a year to renew. But upon renewal, you get sent out a free bottle of peppermint essential oil. So effectively, it's not actually costing anything. The benefits of a wholesale account are you get wholesale pricing, which is 25% off the cost of retail. You get access to the free product of the month club, the option to receive your shipping back in points, the shipping cost back in points. Also, the option to join the loyalty rewards program, where you can build up to receive between 10. You start off receiving 5%. It builds up every quarter. So after a year, you're going to be saving 30% off. You get 30% back in points, off every order over 50 PV. So you build up points on your account, and then you can spend on various different oils and products. As I said earlier, I started off with a kit. I bought the Family Essentials kit, which it gives you 10 core oils, which it comes in 5 ml bottles, so you get 4 blends and 6 single oils for £122. And this, in my experience, is the most popular kit that people start with. Kits are a great way to sample a few different oils and let you see, which ones work for you. There's also the Home Essentials kit, which is the same 10 oils but in bigger 15 ml bottles, and it comes with a diffuser as well, and that's £238, which is 3 times the amount of oil for not even 3 times the value, 3 times the cost, sorry. You don't have to buy a kit either. You can, if there's a couple of oils that you were interested in getting, that's totally fine. But if you're interested in opening up a wholesale account or have any questions, just feel free to ask now or contact me after the class, and we can have a chat about the best way for you to get some oils. And that's everything from me. So does anybody have any questions? Or any comments? Anybody using oils already? Like to share any experiences?
I think something that's good to add as well is that this kit, I present this kit all the time, and this kit deals with everything from headaches to sleep to stress. You can use it with kiddies, you can use these oils on dogs, and there are so many different ways that you can use these oils for detoxing the body, for cleansing, that it does. That's why it's such a good kit. Like, I still use these oils all the time. I clean my house with them, because when you clean the house, you know, your hormones can be affected by all the chemicals. So they do these oils. I've been using the oils for years, and they're still my oils that I use all the time. I make my own hand sanitizer with them, and everything. They really are a great little kit of top 10 oils.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
Yes, is there a website to go and have a look at?
Yes, I have.
Stuff,
I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you a link, and then if there's anything specific that you are looking for as well, feel free to drop me a little message and we can
Okay.
have a chat.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, well, if nobody's got any questions, then I think we'll just finish up. As I said, I'm here, you know, if anybody ever has any questions at any point, please don't hesitate to drop me a little message and ask away.
And Kirsty as well, if anybody's like thinking about it, if you haven't got the kit already, if you send Kirsty your name, email, telephone number, it's not for me, I won't use it, I just register it. And then I register it as me being at this meeting tonight. And then if in a day or so you think, oh, you know what, I want to know more about the oils, you're logged at a call. And then if you do order, you could get a free bottle of tangerine, and it's a large bottle. So it's worth just sending Kirsty your details, and then I just log you at this class, and then you've got the option.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kirsty.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all so much for joining.
Kirsty, can I just ask before you go? You know, you gave, I think you've got another 2 dates. Is it the same thing that you're doing, or is it like a follow-on? Is it
different? The next class
right, okay.
I'm going to do will be the top 10 oils. So the oils that you get that we've just been talking about.
Okay.
I am going to do a green cleaning class and something else, which if there's any kind of subjects anybody was interested in, you know, just drop me a message and we can cover it.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Kirsty, I am a doTERRA wellness advocate.
Okay.
My upline is in New Zealand, so I'm just really wanting to connect with more wellness advocates in Scotland, because I feel a bit like an orphan Annie.
Oh, thanks.
I have been with the company for quite a long time, probably about 2.5 years.
Okay.
But was a carer for my late mother, who just recently died. So I've absolutely done nothing with the business.
Okay.
I've really just spent the time, you know, learning about the oils, using the oils. I did the Aroma Touch training because I'm a beauty and holistic therapist myself.
Okay.
I'm a Reiki practitioner too, so it's really, really lovely to connect with you, Kirsty.
Oh, you too. Just drop me a wee message after and we can, you know, I'm more than happy to chat. I love talking oils.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for this. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else before we go? Okie dokie. Well, I think we'll just end the meeting there. And as I said, the next class is in 2 weeks. It's going to be a top 10 oils class. So you're obviously more than welcome to come and join us again. And thank you all. Thank you all for.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Thanks, Kirsty. Bye.
Bye.